The DEAGLE, overrated or underrated?
DEAGLE is probably overrated simply because like it's fairly expensive, and the amount of times I see people buying it in relation to what it actually brings to the round probably makes it overrated. But yeah, it's just so satisfying getting the 1 deagle, so I guess that's kind of why people are buying it all the time. But I feel like sometimes if you want to look from a pure economic standpoint, I think it's probably an overrated gun.
NA, underrated or overrated?
Overrated. Simply because there's so many NA fanboys out there overrating their own teams. So I'm gonna go overrated.
VALORANT, overrated or underrated?
Overrated as fuck, simply because it's like, I don't really think it's proven itself yet.
LXCB, overrated or underrated?
Underrated. Like, look at his hair. How can you overrate this man?
MOUSESPORTS, overrated or underrated?
I think they are overrated. The period they had where they won like pretty much every tournament they attended is like, I don't know, it just felt like it was some kind of delayed honeymoon period where everybody just like everything just clicked for them. And I see right now at least they're kind of struggling a lot. So yeah, time will tell if they'll get back on track or if it was like a, I don't know, like a supernatural period for them. But right now I feel like they're kind of overrated.
CIS, overrated or underrated?
Underrated because they have a shit ton of talent at the moment. I feel like a lot of upcoming youngsters that's doing really well, and I'm actually quite confident that we'll see like another good CS team soon when they like do the right roster shuffle. So yeah, I'm gonna go underrated on this one.
OG, underrated or overrated?
You know, we have a lot of fans that's obviously supporting us, but we also have a lot of people who are downing us and yeah, don't really think we'll succeed. And in the end, hey, you know, it's up to us to prove them wrong. So I think we're fairly rated as of right now.
DANISH CSGO, overrated or underrated?
Underrated. I feel like we, you know, Danish CS is the best CS. Isn't that how they say? Maybe not. Maybe it's only in my head. But Danish CS always a bit underrated. Think we have a lot of good prospects coming up, like the CIS region. So I feel like it's underrated at the moment.
The AWP, overrated or underrated?
I think it's underrated because it's really powerful, and I think in a lot of situations it can be the right choice if you want to like flip a game on its head. You know, sometimes you're just struggling playing the rifles, and just having a double up is always a measure of turning the game around. So I feel like it's can be underrated at times.
South America, overrated or underrated?
I feel like they're overrated because if you look at the achievements, ever since Furia had that drop off and MIBR is not really a top contender anymore, I don't really see how you can like underrate them, because they, you know, haven't won too much for a while. So yeah.
Asia, overrated or underrated?
I'd say fairly rated. I don't really see too much talk about the Asian region at the moment. I actually feel like it's a bit of a shame because, you know, when Tyloo and MVP and all those guys were bursting onto the scene, they had a lot of potential, but I think the Tyloo roster kind of is a mess, and obviously they lost Bentet, who was probably the best player. So I think they're fairly rated at the moment, like neither underrated nor overrated.
Valde, are you overrated or underrated?
Holy shit, I know this is gonna come at the end. I was so expecting this. Bro, right now I'm gonna go fucking overrated, just because like I feel like I haven't found my game too much since I came into OG. I know I can do so much better as a player, and I'm really working hard at the moment to find myself again and, you know, get into the groove. So really looking forward to start playing tournaments again, to be honest, and showing everyone what we're made of. So right now I'm probably a bit overrated, but hopefully I can go back to being fairly rated.